That is all she wrote. QPR 0, Middlesbrough 4. Pretty impressive from Boro, you've got to say. The chips are down. We've mentioned a few times Boro having to play last in these kind of runs of games. Had to play Monday nights, didn't they, against Sheffield United, against Coventry, and then against Birmingham. They go last here on a Sunday afternoon. And last playing, no problem whatsoever for Boro. They cruise in, and it is a 4-0 victory. Pretty much a statement victory, that, isn't it? I think any, big win in the run-in. It's difficult to win in the run-in, isn't it? The pressure's on. Players are tired. You're getting, psychologically, the games are just much harder, aren't they? With the context being so much clearer, with the finish line in sight. So any big win feels like a statement win, especially when you go away from home, especially when you go last and you're on TV. And Boro have really turned up in this one. Yes, I get that people will argue QPR are in a bad moment, aren't they? 5-0, 2-0 and 4-0. QPR's last 3 results. They've gone 11 goals now without reply. But you play the hand you're dealt, and Boro have turned up to Loftus and won comfortably and controlled and scored 4 goals. And lots of people in the chat bringing up that the goal difference for Middlesbrough has gone from being plus 19 and 7 behind Ipswich to plus 23 and 3 behind Ipswich. I mean, we should point out that head-to-head is still coming. So either side wins that by 2 goals, then the goal difference swings by 4 anyway. But do you want to win by 4-0 or do you not want to win by 4-0? And that's exactly what Boro have done today. And it was pretty easy, wasn't it, for Boro? They controlled it really, really well, didn't they? QPR had a few minutes at the start, and then Boro just all the possession, all the territory. You've got the pressing line from QPR just kind of trying to sit on Morris and on Hackney, and particularly, like, you just see it for the first goal. They're just patient. They play through. They get Hackney on the run. He carries the ball better than anybody in the division, doesn't he? Slides it on. Cross goes in low. And it is a controversial first goal. And there was a lot of crying and moaning about it at half-time. So I'm kind of glad it's, kind of been forgotten with another 3 goals on top of it. Whittaker gets a bit lucky, doesn't he? Target puts the cross in. Whittaker's shot is going wide. He's basically missed an absolute sitter. It hits Norrington Davis, bounces back. Whittaker hits the shot. Strelek's kind of on the line virtually. I'm pretty sure he's onside because Mbenge's kind of laying down on the touchline in the background. It does go in off Strelek's elbow, doesn't it? And look, if we had VAR, the goal would get chalked off. But we don't. So the goal doesn't get chalked off, and everybody needs to accept the reality that they live in. We get a lot of people saying they don't want VAR, and then I also get a lot of people moaning that a goal like this stands. So you can't have it both ways. We don't have VAR in the Championship, and unfortunately, if the officials don't have that extra level of support, then you have to accept in a grown-up way that goals like this aren't going to be chalked off because they don't have that extra layer of help. And a lot of people tell me they don't want that to be the case. So Strelek's goal separates the two at half-time. And then it does get loose in the end in the second half. We said when we were doing just the team news at the start of the game that there's just much more on the bench, if it goes to the hour mark, the 65-minute mark. And Kim Hellberg, right on cue,